Hello. So, gonna put down the sound of the game real quick. Just fiddling with my my setup real quick. I'm gonna put some music on. It's either music or actually, I think I'm gonna put the video I was watching. Might be a good thing. It's about songs with disturbing backstories. It's a tough video, so might be some stuff to say about it.
Songs with The Way by Fastball. If I were to summarize this one, I'd say Fastball's 1998 hit The Way
I'm gonna check
romanticized
if
a
the
truly
sound
tragic
is well
disappearance in a nice way.
balanced.
A way that definitely left an unforgettable mark on listeners. Now, just so we're on the same page, a little background. Fastball is an alternative rock band from Austin, Texas, consisting of Tony Scalzo, Miles Zuniga, and Joey Shoefield. The band has had a fair share of success because while some of their projects, like their debut album Make Your Mama Proud, struggled to gain traction, it only sold 5,500 copies, others, like their second album, All the Pain Money Could Buy, propelled them into mainstream success and even got them Grammy nominations. And right at the center of that success was the song we're going to be talking about, The Way. Described as a dreamy, sunny shuffle and exquisite harmonies, it surprisingly went on to spend 7 weeks at number 1 on the Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart in 1998. Unknown to many, at least as it made circles, but beneath the catchy melody was a rather sad story based on real-life events. The events being the case of Leela and Raymond Howard, an elderly couple from Salado, Texas. Apparently, Leela was 83 and showing signs of dementia, while Raymond, 88, was recovering from brain surgery.
Okay, so I'm gonna check if it's good. Sorry if you hear
a romance that is said to have taken off late in their life after both had lost their first spouses, meaning both were in their second marriage. They also shared a love for church, and they're said to have had a late-in-life lust to live. Anyway, on June 28, 1997, the Howards set out for their favorite annual fiddling festival in Temple, Texas, just 15 miles away from their place.
Okay, sound is good. So,
however, this trip would take a tragic turn. After leaving, the couple never returned home.
They made an update on the sunburst,
By evening, their family grew worried and reported them missing.
and now
As
there's
they
a
passed without
wagon.
any sign of them, their disappearance became a
And I
Texas-wide
don't know
mystery.
how I feel
Headlines
about it.
them, like family remains
It
mystified by disappearance.
doesn't
Yet
look
floating all over,
bad,
and maybe as expected,
but
debated
like
lots of
I'm
readers.
so
Even a
used to
man
the
named
normal
Scalzo,
look of the
lead
sunburst.
vocalist for Fastball.
Like this,
Scalzo said it was a
this
manager's
looks
idea for
wrong
him
to
come
me.
up with a newspaper
And why the
article
fuck is there
inspiration. That
one
happened to
red
be the
and
story that was
one
running at the time.
white?
He followed it
Tail
closely
light.
as reports trickled in. It turned out the Howards had been
Is
spotted
it like-
hundreds of miles away in Arkansas on June 29th. Stopped twice by
Okay,
police
this
with
is-
headlights and then with high beams on. Both times
What?
they were given warnings and sent back on their way despite showing
This
signs
is
of
weird.
disorientation.
Okay.
At one stop, Leela asked for directions back to Texas, but had continued driving.
So
to
this is an
Arkansas.
all-wheel drive
Howards was
wagon.
later seen at a farmer's market in Arkansas before vanishing completely. Search parties combed through multiple
We're
states
in
and
industrial,
found no trace of
just
the couple.
because later I want to
After
do something.
discovery followed. On July 12th, as reported,
Oh,
two
shit.
boys walking
I wasn't
video
watching the
in
road.
Hot Spring, Arkansas, noticed a strong odor coming from a ravine off State Highway 7. They reported it to their dad, who then told police. Investigators discovered the Howards' maroon
This is
overcoat
manual.
at the bottom of a 25 feet steep cliff hidden by dense bush. Raymond's body was apparently still in the car, while Leela was found about 20 feet away holding her purse and car keys. It appeared she might have tried to help Raymond after the crash before succumbing to her own injuries. Now there are more details than that, and all are pretty devastating. Like, there were no skid marks on the road above, for example, suggesting the couple had to slow down before plunging off the cliff. Whether it was due to confusion or the inability to see danger ahead remained unclear. Now, going back a little bit, when Scalzo first read about their disappearance, it was before their fate was known, so he imagined a romanticized version of their journey. In his head, they were lost or
No.
confused. They
I
had
gotta come back real quick.
life's burdens and relive their youth on an endless road trip. That's the vision that inspired him to write The Way, with lyrics like, "They made up their minds, and they started packing. They left before the sun came up that day, an exit to eternal summer slacking. They drank up the wine, and they got to talking, but now had more important things to say. And when the car broke down, they started walking. Where were they going without ever knowing the way? Anyone can see the road they walk on is paved in gold. And it's always summer. They never get cold. They'll never get hungry. They'll never get old and gray. You can see their shadows wandering off somewhere. They won't make it home, but they don't really care. They wanted the highway. They're happier there. Today.
Okay.
At the time Fastball recorded the song and was
Sorry.
done, news broke out about the couple's tragic end. The way it became an instant hit until today, it stands as one of Fastball's
This one is the comfort, so it's not super fast.
They were happy. Alfred, the couple's granddaughter, for example, said
Could
how
bring
much
out
she
something
felt
more
she liked the
fun.
songs for her grandma. I Don't Like Mondays by the Boomtown Rats. Okay, so
The new
next
sound of the
Boomtown
engine
Rats'
is
1979
crispy as
hit,
fuck.
I Don't Like
That
Mondays.
I
It can be
will
summed up as
admit.
one of the most haunting tracks of
Street
its time,
drift,
given that
it's
the
a
song modeled
wagon.
after a rather senseless tragedy. But before I get
That's
into it, a little bit of
interesting.
background on the
Let's
band.
get it
So the
after.
Boomtown Rats were an Irish new
Nah.
wave rock band fronted by a
Yeah,
man named Bob
Cato,
Geldof, who later
can
became
you-
famous for organizing Live Aid, a massive charity concert that helped famine victims in Ethiopia.
Itasha,
Known for their energetic performances
with
and
anime
Geldof's
fucking
charisma, the Rats rode the wave
thing
of
on the
punk
side.
and new wave movements that were going on in the late 1970s. Now, the specific song we're covering here, I Don't Like Mondays, was released as the lead single from their third album, The Fine Art of Suffering. It quickly
I wanna
became a
try to
chart-topping hit in the UK,
street
where the
tune.
band had the most
I don't
fan
know
base,
if
and then
it's
worldwide, where it
DCT.
made the US
I
Billboard
didn't
Top
check.
100 chart. In the
Or if
UK,
it's manual.
particularly stuck at the top, spending 4 weeks at number 1, and generally
manual.
solidifying the band's place in the rock music scene. The story behind it, though, is anything but cheerful. On January 29, 1979, Brenda Ann Spencer, a 16-year-old girl living in San Diego, California,
Okay.
committed what would later be recognized as one of the first modern suicide attempts in America. Armed with a semi-automatic 22 caliber rifle, a Christmas gift from her father, Spencer
That
began
sounds pretty
firing through
good.
the bedroom window at Grover Cleveland Elementary School, located directly across the street from her home. This happened as children waited outside as Principal Gordon Bragg to open the gates. In the process, she killed Bragg as he tried to protect the students and then also fatally hit custodian Mike Suchar, who was attempting to pull Bragg to safety. Then, 8 children and 1 police officer were injured during the rampage. In total, Spencer had fired 30 rounds before barricading herself inside her home for nearly 7 hours. Now, rather surprisingly,
fuck.
reporters managed to reach Spencer by phone during a standoff and asked why she had committed such an atrocity. Her response was just,
I heard Mondays.
Don't like Mondays. This
Yeah,
line
that's
was
weird.
She then later added that she thought it was
Cato.
fun, and so
Okay,
reporters
no.
had to go back and shoot some more.
Go, go,
Eventually,
go.
She surrendered after being promised a Burger King meal by negotiators.
That's so
Yes,
funny.
a Burger King Whopper meal.
It's so fucked
What
up.
got her to surrender after killing a bunch of innocent people. That's what got her.
Like,
Anyway,
bro,
Geldof
I won't surrender, but if you give me a fucking
radio
burger,
interview at Georgia State University's
I'm down for it.
A telex reporting detailing Spencer's actions and her infamous quote had caught his attention. Geldof described his reaction as not liking Monday.
Okay, I mean-
somebody is a bit strange. It was such a senseless act, the perfect senseless act, and it was the perfect senseless reason for doing it. Inspired by both the absurdity and horror of Spencer's statement, Geldof immediately wrote "I Don't Like Monday." He
This
tried to
is
get into
clearly
the
all-wheel
song,
drive.
For example, with the song's opening line, "Silicone chip inside her head gets switched to overload." That was his way of capturing the messed up motive. He also insisted on the concerns. He wasn't exploiting the tragedy or making Spencer famous, but rather trying to illustrate its senselessness. The silicone chip inside her head gets switched to overload, and nobody's going to go to school today. She's going to make them stay at home. Daddy doesn't understand it. He always said she was good as gold, and he could see no reasons because there are no reasons. What reason do you need to be shown? The telex machine is kept so clean. It types to a baby's world, and mother feels so shocked when father's world is rocked, and their thoughts turn to their own little girl. Sweet 16.
Okay.
Now that it's so mean to admit defeat, they can see no reasons.
For now, it's not my favorite version.
Now, for the curious ones, Spencer was charged as an adult
Bruh.
and sentenced to life in prison with a chance of parole after 25 years. As of 2025, she remains incarcerated.
Oh, fuck.
Interestingly, her case is often cited
Miscalculated
as
that.
in the U.S. as we know them today. Now, the song became an international sensation despite the messed up inspiration. Geldof said he intended for it to get side B of the album, but after it was a hit on his tour at the time, he brought it to the forefront. And while some radio stations in San Diego refused to play it out of respect for the victim, it reached number 1 on the UK charts and won an award, Best Pop Song in the Ivor Novello Awards. Also, I do want to mention that there will be a YouTube playlist and a Spotify playlist in case you guys want to check out these songs for yourself. You don't have to go out of your way to look them up.
Yeah, this is not a drift car.
SoundCloud and
Should not try to drift it.
I'm sorry. I
Power
don't have-
slides are
I
not
mean, I do have SoundCloud, but
super
I don't have
crazy
those
with it.
playlists for you.
It's
Just
okay,
use the
but
YouTube one and make your own playlist.
clearly got some
But,
open
yeah,
diffs.
I want you guys to check out the song.
I kind of want to try
So,
the
don't
Itasha.
click that yet, 'cause don't ruin the watch.
Off-road is interesting
The
too.
watch video. Make it all the way through.
They
Let's
replaced
hit on to
the old off-road and they put it
Tears in
with
Heaven,
the
Eric Clapton. All right, so guys, before
Oh.
we get into this one, this is personally
my version
gets
seems to
this one.
not have
This one gets
saved.
me, all right, and not a lot of stuff.
I was
that
keeping
research
it
gets
for
me.
later,
None of you guys know this.
but,
This is my
that's
saddest one on
weird.
this list. That's objective, you know. But Personally, this is the one that makes
It's
me cry every
like-
single time. So let's get into Tears in Heaven by Eric Clapton.
Okay.
Now, this song is one of the more widely known songs on
For
this
some
list,
reason, my
2.8
versions are
million
not there
sold.
anymore.
And arguably, of course, I'd say it's
I
among
need
one
to
of the most
like
touching songs
do
ever written.
this
Why?
and
Well, for the exact reason as to why it's on this list. It is a deeply personal piece born from the unimaginable pain of losing a 4-year-old
What?
son to a regrettable accident. Released in 1992, I'll sum this one up as a story of grief, love, and healing. The story goes back
Okay,
to
this
March
is
20th,
weird.
1991. This is a day when Connor Clapton, Eric Clapton's son, fell to his death.
I'm supposed to have many versions.
Connor was staying with his mother, Italian actress and model Lori Del Santo, in a Manhattan condo on 57th Street. Apparently, that morning, a janitor had been cleaning the huge building windows while Del Santo,
What
Connor,
the
and their maid were getting ready to visit the Central Zoo.
Oh, I
Santo
think-
warned the maid to not let Connor out of her
Yeah,
sight
PC
even for a second
configuration was
because of the
off.
cleaning that was going on. This was around 11 in the morning. Now,
No,
Connor
it should
is
be
said
back
to have
there.
begun playing hide and seek and running
Yep.
around. At one point, the maid was running after him.
Okay.
Went right past the janitor. For a second, the janitor
Next up,
stopped
I
the maid
kind of
to
want
let
to try
Connor step through
the
the window and squeeze through, and unfortunately, that's the moment he'd fall over.
new track
Santo
attack.
remembers the maid letting
It
out
got
a dreadful
sequential.
scream at that exact moment. The fall was fatal. Eric Clapton, who was in New York at the time but not staying in the same
Okay, with the
apartment,
fuse
spent
box
the
on the
previous day
dash,
with
that's
Connor
kind
at
of
the
dope.
circus. It was one of their happiest moments together, a memory Clapton would later sort of immortalize in another song.
That new interior
Connor
is
himself
clean
also
as
said to have
fuck.
spent the
I don't know
entire
if you
morning that
see,
day
but
talking about the elephants
the
they saw in the
wells,
zoo.
like
Truly
when they do
tragic, and
that,
the weight of the incident
I
went on
always
to
get
devastate Eric
impressed by the
Clapton in many
details.
ways. As he
Like
later
you
stated
see
in
the
interviews,
wells on the
Connor's work
body,
inspired him to get
on the
sober
chest
and
is
become a
rather.
better father, learning what it really meant to be a real father. Losing him sent Clapton into a spiral of grief that would take years to process.
That's
in
beautiful.
the aftermath of Connor's death, Clapton turned to music, and this seemed to have served him in two ways: healing his emotions and honoring his son's memory. He collaborated with songwriter
This seems like
Dennis
a
to craft
hardcore
the
pop.
song, which interestingly became part of the soundtrack.
And
for
it sounds
1991
crazy.
Rush. The lyrics seem to reflect raw grief and questions that anyone would ask after a loss. Alright, so I'm about to read some of the lyrics. And remember,
Brother.
this is dedicated to his son.
I already fucked up.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven? Stay strong, carry on. Say no, you don't belong here in heaven. And if I saw you in heaven, would you let me stand? If I saw you in heaven, beyond the door, there's peace, I'm sure. And I know that I know more. So this song gets to me because the idea of someone forgetting who you are in heaven or a child breaks my mind, honestly. The age gap only gets bigger as the years go by, and Connor is still 40 years old.
I really need to
And,
do something
just the
about my
concept
brake
of,
pedal.
like I said, going to heaven,
Got a bad
it's
seal or
still
some
being
shit.
sure. Oh, it's just,
And if I
I
like
know
now
that
it's
raising
fine
your own child is the
if I
worst
use it
thing imaginable.
on max, but if I use it like 60, it's
He really
fine.
captured it in the song.
If I use
Fans
it
may not know
20,
what the song is
it's
about.
fine.
It's hard to
If
listen
I use
to
it a
because
lot,
of the
a
relatability
little,
or the shared
now
empathy.
it's stuck
And
there.
like I started by saying, Tears in Heaven was released in January of 1992.
So I need to pull it. The fact is, I don't use my brakes at 100% all the time, so it's just annoying. Turbo sounds crazy. I was still fucking annoyed by the brake, so I didn't check where I was
There was
going.
no better way to honor the memory of my son. I had found a way to turn this dreadful tragedy into something positive. Now back to the song. It also became part of his critically acclaimed Unplugged album from 1992, where its stripped-down acoustic version seemed to resonate even more deeply with audiences. Years later, though, in 2004, Clapton stopped performing it live. He explained that he no longer felt connected to the raw emotions that inspired it. I didn't feel the loss anymore. They're kind of gone, and I really don't want them to come back. However, he acknowledged how much the song had helped them and countless others in coping with grief. He would, however, resume performing it in 2022. Christmas Kids. Next up is Christmas Kids. If you're Gen Z, you probably already heard this song. You probably spammed the
The
comments.
turbo sounds so crazy.
Yeah, the song is popular on TikTok, and even though it sounds like an upbeat, normal song, when you really get into the lyrics, like every other song in this list, there's gonna be some disturbing backstory. Released in 2010 as part of the EP I Can't Handle Change, this song particularly caught eyeballs for its graphic inspiration. Ironically titled Christmas Kids, the song brought inspiration from the difficult and abusive relationship between music producer Phil Spector and his wife. Their marriage, which lasted from 1968 to 1974, was marked by Phil's alleged controlling and manipulative towards women. Now, this man, Phil Spector, known for his innovative wall of sound production team, is said to have had a really manipulative career with various decades of various forms of abuse, including physical violence and emotional manipulation. Phil would, for instance, often put Ronnie inside his mansion, which he had basically turned into a kind of virtual prison, complete with barbed wire and guard dogs. Also, as reported, it turns out the abuse Ronnie endured was severe as well as multifaceted. Phil would, for example, threaten her life, refuse to prevent her from escaping, and isolate her from friends and family. Even crazier, he is said to have even had a glass in her basement, threatening to display her dead body if she tried to leave him.
The barbed wire, and I found myself in a prison. I couldn't get out.
Ronnie Spector told Inside Edition in 1991 that Spector threatened to take her life.
If you leave, I'm gonna kill you.
Aspects of their relationship, which inspired the song's title, was Phil's act of gifting Ronnie adopted twins for Christmas in 1971. Yes, he was manipulative enough to gift her adopted twins so that it's harder for her to leave.
Hang around the fountain. He said, happy birthday.
A tactic she says that was meant to keep her tethered to her crazy husband. She made her escape, therefore, 6 months later, lost custody of the children.
Listening to the song, that might not be obvious though, because as explained by Evans, the artist, these dark realities and truths
now time for some real fun.
1960s pop romance.
We're gonna start with the street rally,
Keen analysis of
because I
lyrics
didn't
showcasing
try it
the pain
yet.
and manipulation that Ronnie experienced.
Street drift,
Also, Evans'
sorry.
own take of the song's context is that back
So
in the
this,
60s, there was a very common theme in pop music. Women being
okay, I
dependent on men
like
or relationships to
the
feel and love. And unfortunately,
paint
this
job,
sometimes can be in the form of a power imbalance
like
that's
all
like Ronnie being
like
17
this is
filled
the
with
comfort
control
version,
that, of
green
course,
and
control,
black.
and the song captures that too.
Then you got
Allow me
the
to read the
mismatched
lyrics from the song.
front
Run
and
at my dear, don't
unpainted
ever
bumper.
Do what you
and
need
side
as long as
skirts.
you stay here.
This is dope.
I need you now.
The-
I love you so
this
much.
is a
More than you
cool-
could know. The Christmas kids were nothing but a gift, and love is a tower
Cool
where
setup.
all of us can live. You'll change your name or
With the
change your
rooftop
mind
all
and
fucked
leave
up.
This a place behind.
This
But
is
I'll
a
know,
really
I'll know,
cool paint
know.
job.
I'll know, I'll know, I'll know, I'll know. Now, the song was a hit when it came out, but like I said, TikTok made it a hit again, especially in the UK. It even got into the UK single charts at number 58 in 2023. And
Okay.
in the process marked Roar's first appearance on an international
I see you, I see you.
Zombie, by the Cranberries.
Let's see,
The
let's
90s
see.
had some pretty iconic songs, and I would argue that this one, Zombie by the Cranberries, stands out from those. At least when it comes to powerful protest songs. It was born
Oh, okay, it's rear heavy, like a lot. I wouldn't have put it as a wagon if I was the devs, but I'm not the devs, so
Now this song, released in 1994, was written about one of such incidents. Apparently, lead singer Dolores O'Riordan wrote it in response to the 1993 IRA bombing in Warrington, England, which killed 2 boys. The incident happened on
I mean, it drifts well.
Warrington. The IRA, Irish Republican Army, planted 2 bombs on Castleton litter bins.
It drifts really well.
This was on a Saturday.
To me, the Sunburst is one of the nicest drifting cars in the game. Like, even more than the new BX.
30-year-old Jonathan Paul lost his life instantly at the scene, while 12-year-old Tim Perry was critically injured and died 5 days later when his life support was switched off. Also, even worse about the situation was that the time that killed the Flip just adding to the tragedies of messed up nature, especially to the affected families.
The
Now,
EB
there
shoe
was a rear
are the nicest drifting cars in general.
At the time, the band was on tour in the UK promoting their debut album. In an interview at a British radio classic rock, O'Riordan recalled, I remember at the time there were a lot of bombs going off in England and the troubles were really bad. I remember being on tour and in the UK at the time. And just being
Okay, yeah, you can
emotional impact
basically
that
just
O'Riordan
drift
to
it in
write Zombie
second.
was protests against the ongoing violence and the impact it had on innocent lives. The writing
That
was
checks
about
out.
her story. The song apparently came to her subconsciously. Then once back home in Ireland, she wrote the rest of it one night in her apartment, starting with the fourth chord and introduced the guitar, another head, and a chord. The child was slowly moving. May the violence cause some silence. Otherwise, you're mistaken. But you see, it's not me. song brings a shade during band rehearsals, where O'Riordan insisted on a heavier, aggressive sound towards the lyrics. This ended up in the song's nature, being rather aggressive and a total departure from the band's usual process, but that was a good thing because it carried the raw emotion and frustration felt in response to the senseless violence. As for the meaning, O'Riordan used metaphor of
You can drift it in third, but you gotta clutch kick that shit.
individuals and communities. The lyrics generally express frustration with the ongoing conflict, emphasizing that the violence doesn't represent
Pretty
all
good.
people. People loved it.
It's pretty
and
good.
one
I like it.
not their biggest hit. It even topped charts in several countries.
It's alright.
Australia, Belgium, France, Iceland, and
Okay,
Germany.
now
The Best Song Award
something
in
I wanted
1995
to try.
MTV Europe Music Awards.
What's
I was actually
this?
talking about
Just
the
real
songs with
quick.
friends Brandon and Josh today, and Josh actually said that Linger is their better
All-wheel
song.
dri-
Guys, let me
all-wheel
know your
drive
guys' situation. I
DCT.
think Zombie is the Cranberries' best song.
Okay.
He says it's Linger.
I
Maybe
didn't
it's one that
check yet
we
the
don't agree is
new
one of
rally.
the main
I might
ones.
just
But out of
want
those
to do
two
that real
specifically,
quick.
I think it's the better one. I think
Because I'm
Zombie
gonna
is way
use
better than
these.
Zombie.
Like,
I think Zombie
rather,
is the better one.
I'm
Come
gonna
on,
use
you guys
these.
rock
They
with me on that
look,
one? Or what? Come on. All right.
they look
On to the next
fucking awesome.
Bleed
Like,
by Deadmau5. Speaking
if
of
by
songs that
any
depart from the
chance
artist's
a
or
dev,
band's typical style, this next one falls dead center
sees
in that
this,
category. It stands out from Deadmau5's
brother,
typically
you did
electronic
a
dance
great
music
job.
style,
Like,
and moves more into a kind of
holy
reflective
shit,
and
this is-
vibe. Titled
this is
Bleed was
awesome.
released in 2019 as part of the album Wild, and sum it up as a rather beautiful track that carries
This is
a
freaking awesome.
backstory. The story is that of the ultimately death of
It
Robert
looks
Bobby
so
Clifford, a
fire.
25-year-old student at the
Like,
University
this
of
is probably
Massachusetts
one
campus.
of the
Bobby had been a
nicest
passionate
job
fan
they've
of electronic
ever
music
done,
in
I
general,
feel
and
like.
Deadmau5 in particular. Now, this was
On a
something
rally
considered
car.
questionable
Like, it
when on
just
October 20th of
looks
2011,
rally.
Bobby had attended a Deadmau5 concert in Connecticut.
It's amazing.
Tragically, he was involved in a fatal car accident while driving home from the show. The news of his
Okay.
death spread. The loss,
Let's check
as
the
expected,
pro
deeply
drift.
affected both the electronic music community and Deadmau5 himself. And like I said, Bobby was known for his vibrant personality and love for music.
So, I
it makes
don't
sense why his death
understand
hit so
why it
hard.
got
He was also an
the
active member of Mass
the full
EPMC,
setup
a student
of
organization
the
that
time
promoted
attack
electronic dance music
in the
events on
front.
campus. Will Saltis, one of his close friends, described it
because
as having
usually you
enthusiasm for
wouldn't,
genre that
and
was
the
infectious,
big ass spoiler
buying
too.
concert tickets for his
Because
friends and
like
making mixed
usually
CDs
you
to
don't
show
want
passion.
that
In
much
response to
rip.
the tragedy, Deadmau5
And I
picked
guess
a song to tribute
yes,
could.
this
For
could make
example,
sense.
a performance at the University of Massachusetts paid special tribute to Bobby. Even
Yeah,
despite
I'm gonna
being
try
involved in
without
show,
the
his
nitrous,
friends
then we'll try with the nitrous, see how it goes. Okay, this is fire.
We were like at, let's say, 50% on things that I talked about. Just as an example, we were at 50, we're going to like 2. Okay?
I don't even know why you would need nitrous for this.
Next up is 44 Days by Mr. Kitty, the track, and with that being said, it's 3 minutes. He got its inspiration from those two
Yeah, you don't need nitrous at all.
So this happened on November 25th, 2008. A 17-year-old Japanese high school student at the time was kidnapped by 14 members, Hiroshi Miyano, 18, Joe Hiroshi, 17, Shinji Minato, 16, and Sushi Tanaka, 17. For the next 44 days, she was subjected to brutal as it gets. She was, for instance, repeatedly escorted over 400 times, physically beaten, forced to drink large amounts of alcohol. She was made to smoke lots of cigarettes and even to play uniforms. That wasn't all. The opponent also burned her with cigarettes and lighters, and she was inserted in scissors, nightlight, grilled chicken skewers, roast meats,
It's the first time I see a car on beamng that kinda drifts fucking great in fifth and third.
Classic case of I'm afraid of wow. That's so great. That was sarcasm. Unfortunately, on November 4th, 1959, after particularly the brutal assault
Okay.
nose area.
This is amazing.
Difficult to breathe.
This is an amazing car, and I've been working on something. I need to do some work on it still, but I'm making my own version. So this is, for now, basically the same car. Then the Pro Drift, new paint job, and a few aero difference. You can hear it, it's the same car.
You hear your friend playing in the car, you have a good song, and your friend tells you what it's about. And that friend, I did that today. I was just trying to show them these songs and how creepy they are, but hopefully you allow me to do this.
I'm surprised you didn't talk about the corn. I think it's corn. The like public thing. I think it was like a father that would beat him or some shit. Or maybe not beat him. Maybe it was a church R word, you know. And I don't mean retarded. Because I can say it. I'm retarded. Proudly.
Some argue that it was while others question isolation, there were ramifications for perpetrators. All those representatives spoke in our to the view that the punishments were to the brutality all of the
You mainly drift this one on third gear. It's quite interesting.
Face and making your cover art. I'm gonna leave that question off to
This
you guys.
is amazing. I'm gonna try to drift it in third person, but I don't guarantee anything. I don't guarantee shit.
Tells the story of a 7-year-old Katie Flynn's death in a car accident that was caused by a drunk driver. The accident occurred on July 2nd, 2005 in Long Island, New York, and involved 7-year-old Katie Flynn and her family, who had been returning home from a wedding where Katie had been
You gotta try with this. It's really hard to calculate your drift and turns with third person. That's why usually I do everything in first person, but there's a new video coming up on the channel where I recorded everything in first person, but I did beamng replays, so it's in third person all the way, and it's gonna be trick shot basically. So I would call it something dumb to try to do some tricks. Because I'm really trying to get community on this channel, but It's really hard to create a community now on, because like I wish I just started YouTube earlier just for that, so like it would get less hard. Because now there's like millions of channels with 1 million subscribers and shit. Or thousands, I don't know. Yeah, third person is really hard. Well, how to say, beamng devs gives the sauce again. They deliver every time. I see they kept the old rally thing, but on the wagon now. Kinda wanna try the asphalt rally. Oh. Okay, why is that the maximum amount of my steering? Should be way past that. Should be there. Like you can see on the... No, you can't even see. Okay, this is 45 degrees. This is 19. 90 doesn't do shit. 45 is the max. Instead of 90 degrees like usual. I need to uninstall, reinstall. Oh, that turbo sound. I think I need to uninstall, reinstall my driver for the software for my wheel. Oh fuck! I tried to pass. It's a really squeezed tight turn right there. I'm gonna retry it. This it takes like a champ. I mean, I hit it. I hit the wall, but seems I didn't do damage. Okay, let's do something stupid. Oh, I got it. Dang. Okay. I'm just gonna have to check some of my controls and stuff for feedback. What's happening, man? It should be on 90 degree. This means 90 degrees. So like, this is 45. This is where it locks, and this is where it should be. So I don't understand. Still locked on 45. I think I'm gonna go off stream, try to figure that out, and I might come back later. So yeah, see you guys later.